Guys, this Diddy trial is just so ridiculous now. I mean, come on, there's always some drama when it comes to a high profile case, and we had to expect some of that. But I thought that the drama was going to be inside the courtroom with the testimonies. I thought we were going to be hearing some groundbreaking testimonies. I thought we were going to be hearing stuff like, wow, he did what? Whoa, the prosecution brought it out. But the prosecution, I don't know if they really brought their game. I don't know if they really did. I mean, yes, I'm watching a lot of vloggers who are in the courtroom, and it sounds pretty fiery, and it sounds like the prosecution is trying their best. So I'm not bashing them. But all the things that we heard of in society as just stories throughout the years about Diddy, how come those aren't being spoken about? You know, why wasn't J-Lo put in the hot seat? She was with him. You know, why are they protecting so many famous people who quite obviously had connections with Diddy? There are so many people on those videos that they could have subpoenaed, but they didn't. And I guess it's out of respect for those artists, those actors, those singers. And I think it was out of respect for them because, you know, maybe they were just caught up at a party. Maybe they weren't doing anything at all. They were just a spectator, just a person that was invited to a party, a Diddy party. They get there and, you know, they're hanging out and all of a sudden they witness this stuff and they're like, yo, and they feel awkward and they don't know how to get up and leave because they may feel like it will affect their career. And likewise, if they were caught going to a Diddy party and they didn't do anything, and now they have to testify, their fans, onlookers, and observers may start judging them. And then what? Their career starts to plummet. There's just so many possibilities, and there's so many onlookers and also so many observers that would consider those people horrible as well because you are who your friends are. But in that industry, people aren't truly friends. It's more all about networking. And that's what they were doing. All of these people together, they networked together. And a lot of them, you know, even though it would be my wish, your wish for them to bring in somebody on the witness stand, like a Jennifer Lopez, like an LB Shore, like a Jamie Foxx, like some other people, even his own children, to be able to testify. But I don't think children can testify against parents if the children, like they can't be a hostile witness, so to speak. I don't know, but I'm not a lawyer. I'm just an observer like many of you watching this video. You can put it in the comments below if you know. But the thing is this, what in the world is going on? Why haven't they done any more than what they have? I don't feel that the people they put on stand were strong enough. I do feel that Capricorn Clark was strong enough. Now, will Diddy go down? Yes, I do believe, and I keep saying this, he will be charged with something. Will he get the 10, 15, 20, 30 years that everyone thought he would get? I don't think the prosecution is proving their case as strongly as they should be in order to blow away the jury. And to speak about the jury is getting blown away because of other reasons. One guy, he lied about his address. Another person has, is sick. They have like that when they move, the motion sickness, vertigo, I believe it's called vertigo. And now there's something going on with another juror. So there are problems in the jury box, and this has to do with the jury itself. It doesn't even have to do with the drama of the testimonies. So, of course, again, we expect all this craziness to go on in these high profile cases. We expect all this confusion to go on in these high profile cases. We do. But it's not what I was expecting. I was expecting so much more. And it's not that I want to see somebody be sold down the river, because truth be told, I really didn't like Diddy even when he was, growing and getting more and more famous. He wasn't one of my boys that I really enjoyed. I'm a Tupac fan. However, seeing somebody go down and you want it to be proven a little bit more. So yes, I do believe he's going down. Yes, I do believe the prosecution did prove their point. And I do believe that there will be a conviction of some kind. But to what degree? That's where it becomes confusing. That's where it becomes shady. That's where it becomes muddy. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think he's going to get some time? Do you think he's innocent? I don't believe he's innocent. I do believe he is guilty of being obsessed with intimacy parties. And I believe that is where it stops. Because why didn't the prosecution talk about the underage stuff? Why didn't the prosecution talk about all the other stuff, like putting substances in people's drinks? Where are these people that said that substances were put in their drinks? What about the woman who met him in a bar and she said that he put something in her drink and groped her, and she took off out of that bar and she went home and she felt so woozy by the time she got home from one drink that he bought her? Now also, what about the woman who was pow-powed in the club with the J-Lo situation? She said for sure she saw Diddy pull it out, and she saw with her own eyes who did her. And why wasn't she in court? They did 20 years of stuff. And why wasn't it way more packed than what it was? Of course, it's not over yet. The defense is going to go forward now, and we're going to see what happens. But for now, all we can do is speculate on what is happening right now, because it looks like these prosecutors didn't bring enough to the table for the jury to think, for the jurors to feel like, oh yeah, he's going down. He's going down. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Sister Cerise here. Please do me a favor. Go ahead and hit subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and I would really appreciate it if you can help me do that. Also, if you can hit like, it lets YouTube know that you enjoyed the video, and YouTube will push it to other people as well. And I really want to say this next favor is for you. Probably one of the most important things you can do for yourself today. Be good to yourself out there. Tomorrow is not promised, so make the best of today. I love you. God bless. Be good to yourself and others. Sister Cerise, I'll see you next video. Bye.